Welcome back to Banjo Kazooie with me, Matthew Caddis, aka Puggy. So today we will go back to Treasure Trove Cove. Apparently, well, there was that one that we have missed, and I do know where it is. I didn't mention it at the end of the last episode because that was just me. The rest of the footage was just me looking for it. So yeah. So the actual place where we want to go is close to the where the mine was. So yeah. But in order to do so, the fastest way would be to use the flight pad, which is, well, the nearest one is located on top of the salty hippo. So yeah. So indeed, we'll use that. And indeed make our way over there. Seriously, I've got a lot of exploration time by doing this. So yeah, and we've already done the thing. So yeah, so make your way around here to where the, dare I say, the things are. These wood planks? Yeah, let's go with that. And there's this pool with the mine on top. And what we need to do is swim down and get it. Yes, seriously. It's not that hard if you know the swimming controls in Banjo-Kazooie, which I know them well. It's not like they're the worst swimming controls I've seen. Not as good as Majora's Mask, and I do mean the N64 version, not the thing. And screw you, Snacker, sorry. Sharker? What the hell? No. But anyway, yeah. We will also open the third world here in Banjo-Kazooie, which is where things really get tough for the bear and the bird, because this one has quite a bit of water in, more so than Treasure Trove Cove here. So yeah, I have all of the gingers. Seemingly the pool has filled up with water again. So yeah, I'm guessing I'm just looking for the remaining notes, which shouldn't be that hard to find. I mean, all we have to do is look in the places we've not been, but apparently I'm not. Well, never mind. In order to open this next world, however, we need to go back to where we opened the Jiggy door for Treasure Trove Cove. Or more specifically, to go up to this pipe. And instead of taking the lower route, go up here and do a few backflips in order to reach the inside of here. Now, to actually reach the actual door in here, we will need to push this switch, and that will bring up a few platforms in order for us to reach the next world. So yeah, however, I don't think I've done the Jiggy puzzle for this one. No, I have not. As you can see, the door is locked. And yeah, so we cannot do anything here. However, I do want to ground pound this switch anyway to raise another platform, which is, I believe, to the right of the entrance. No, to the left of the entrance, but when we're facing it, it is actually to the right. So yeah, so indeed, backflip and get up here. And then, yeah, if I'm coming from Banjo-Tooie, I have expected Banjo to grab the thing. Oh, and here is the first appearance of Brentilda, who kind of looks like a cross between the fairy godmother and Shrek. And what she will do is give you various hints as to what her sister wears. Seriously. And yes, this is important. This is actually important for the game because of what we will see when we finish the last world. Anyway, if we pound this switch, we will get an underwater passageway, which will take us to another area, which honestly is worth your time because it gives us our next extra honeycomb. So yeah, so let's swim through here, and what was that loud slam? That did not sound healthy. Anyway, that being said, more eggs, and indeed, oh, and here is another Jiggy puzzle. And if we do this one, what do we get? Well, Bottles will now tell us we can finally fit all the Jiggy pieces into one puzzle, so yeah. That actually opens Bubble Gloop Swamp, which is actually the fourth world in the game, so I have just skipped a whole world there, and you can do this, but if you want to complete the game and have a fair chance at the final boss, or final boss, because I did mention Brentilda. So yeah, but I don't want to go any further than that regarding that. So yeah, so let's indeed go for a bit of a swim and beware of those moving mines. I still need to open the entrance to the third world here in Banjo Kazooie, so I guess I'll see you in a moment when I do so. So I'm just going back through the entrance here. So, here in the room, we want to go to the left here, and to the now activated shock jump pad to get up here and fill in the puzzle for Clanker's Cavern, the third world in the game. And as I said, there is a lot of water in this stage, and I do mean a lot of water. I still have 8 Jiggies to spare here, seriously. I am being quite thorough in getting the Jiggies from the first 2 worlds. That won't continue, I'm afraid, because of various things. But now we can go up to the area that will take us, of course, to Clanker's Cavern. And all we need to do, because I've already moved the platforms upwards, is just cross over here with a flip-flap, or a flap-flap, I don't know, Kazooie's flapping move. And we will get into Clanker's Cavern. And the thing about this is a giant sewer. And apparently Bottles only has 1 move for us. However, it's well hidden, so yeah. Also, there are a lot of snippets here, so be careful. So we want to go up here firstly, and I'm glad I'm playing the Xbox 360 version, because getting all the notes here is a chore if we were playing this on an N64. No, I didn't mean to rhyme there. But yes, it is, because if you end up dead, then yeah. Also, here's the first appearance of the golden feathers, which, well, we'll see when we get dare I say, the ability from Bottles. Although we'll have to, that will take a while for us to get, though. Another Mumbo token. Mumbo is not in this world. He is in the next one, but he wasn't in the thing, so yeah. You can still collect the golden feathers while you're here. Also, to get past these goopy enemies, all you need to do is use the rat-a-tat-rat with Kazooie after you hear the first roar from them. Seriously. But that being said, there's a Jinjo behind that thing there. So why don't we get our first Jinjo? So it was worth getting the yellow Jinjo from there. Again, not one that's thing, but yeah, this is what I mean about all the water here. It is very hard to swim through here, even for someone like myself who knows how to use the control with Banjo-Kazooie. Anyway, over here is the titular Clanker, a giant rubbish grinder that apparently Gruntilda has left here. And yes, we have to free him in one of the more annoying Jiggies in this world. Dare I go down to the bottom? Stuff of nightmares. Personal video gaming nightmares, seriously. Especially given the version of the theme that plays down there. Maybe, but I might go for a bit of an explore first. Although there aren't many Jiggies we can get with Banjo and Kazooie while we're like this, yeah. But if we go in here, we can, let's see, is this the right place? Yes, it is! We can fight the Snippet Mutants, which themselves hold a Jiggy. You can get this one without having to get the thing. The easiest way to defeat these guys is just with a few beat busters, that's all, a few ground pounds. Fairly easy to do. And once you are done with them, they will relinquish their Jiggy. So yeah, just don't flip-flap when you're doing so, seriously. And that's it! Yeah, that was actually quite easy! It's even easier with the move we'll get from Bottles later. So, indeed, I am going to backflip here, and I am missing the notes, but there's our first Jiggy for Clanker's Cavern. So yeah, and round here are the notes. So yes, we can get our first notes around here fairly easily. But the main area of Clanker's Cavern, where Clanker is himself located, that is going to be a bit harder. We're already quite deep in the water, and we have to go even deeper to free the rubbish grinder himself. Seriously. So if we go down the hole in the center of the area, you will see here there is a long chain here, and indeed there's very little way of getting air except with this little fishy here by the name of Gloop. He will give you bubbles akin to the Rograt from the Sonic games, and you have to get them fairly quickly before they pop. So yeah. As for freeing Clanker, what you have to do is swim through this key about 3 times, which sounds easy, but it's not. Seriously, I have died, in the N64 version at least, a lot of times here, trying to free Clanker. And there are also some notes down here. Even in the Xbox 360 version, I don't come down here for the notes, because of the annoyance of running out of air, and I have to go for Gloop's bubbles as quickly as possible. You can see there I'm down to 3 units of air, probably down to 2 now. So yeah, and do I swim through this again and potentially lose some air? Maybe I will. I've swum through there 3 times. So now Clanker will rise to the surface and be free of his moorings at least. But we still have to swim upwards to get the Jiggy. And last time I checked, I only have 2 units of air. And that is going to be a pain in the ass to get up there, so I may as well just die down here. And also green ginger. Do I get the green ginger? Yes, I do get the green ginger, which is good. Because I drowned here. Does Clanker stay above water? Let's see, I don't think he does, so I'll see you in a moment. Okay, then we're back, and after a long swim, we can get up here onto Clanker's right fin, and then just use the Talon Trot to get on his back once he gets out of the water. Although, maybe just walking up there is good enough. And as for the Jiggy, well, that is located towards his dorsal fin. Yeah, let's go with that. Even though he's mechanical, apparently he does have a dorsal fin. So yeah, apparently Clanker's teeth are also hurting. Well, we'll do that in a moment, or maybe in the next episode actually, because the inside of Clanker is absolutely huge, akin to Jabu Jabu's belly from Ocarina of Time. Seriously. So that being said, I'm gonna go back around there, and instead of trying to fix Clanker's teeth, which with the way Kazooie shoots eggs in this game, I don't want to do. Instead, I want to go to his blowhole and wait for him to shoot us upwards. It's like a giant nuts whatever. And then to get the next Jiggy, because it is located at the end of this walkway. And I'm glad I'm not playing the N64 version, because this is another example of narrow platforming. I would hate this if I were playing with an N64 controller. It may have worked back in 1998 because it was revolutionary at the time, but it's now 2022 and I like better controls, goddammit. Seriously. So there is another easier way. We can use those platforms to get on Clanker's back as well, so that isn't too bad. I'm going to leave all this in because I haven't got much left of this episode. So yeah, so once again, wait till in fact, that's another thing about his blowhole. You can actually go down there and get inside Clanker without shooting his teeth. It's just that you get another Jiggy for shooting out his teeth. Yeah. So another thing that you can do in both versions of the game is make, including the Switch version actually, which is the N64 version with much better controls in my opinion, is actually use the flapping move with Kazooie and actually get up that way. And no, I do not want to go inside the water! Seriously! Bad enough. Also, you can go through his gills! Seriously! You can actually go inside Clanker's gills and get inside him that way! So yeah, there are multiple ways you can get inside Clanker! Not just that way! Oh my god, man. Anyway, yeah. I think I will use the flip-flap move, or not the flapping move at least, with Kazooie. And I saved a lot of time getting onto Clanker's back there. And then always center the camera behind Banjo and Kazooie, so yeah. Sometimes jumping off sometimes works. Not always, though. Screw getting that note, the G's are the bigger prize. Even though we kind of need the notes to open doors, but I digress. I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye!